Space startup news this week. First off, we start down under. Gilmour Space, an Australian space startup, is close to launching for the first time. Its Eris-1 rocket is on the launch pad and all permits and licenses have been granted. It was expected to make a launch attempt today, but there was a technical glitch that will cause a week or two delay. During a pre-flight test, it looks like an electrical fault accidentally triggered the deployment mechanism of the rocket's payload fairing. This is the nose cone of the vehicle that protects the payload during ascent. Once in space, it's jettisoned to allow the payload to be deployed. For some reason, the payload fairing jettisoned while on the ground. This incident happened before the vehicle was fueled and no ground crew were injured. At first glance, none of the ground systems or the vehicle itself appeared to be damaged. It would just be a matter of fitting a new payload fairing and figuring out what caused the electrical fault. Adam Gilmour, the CEO of Gilmour Space, said about the incident, "Our team encountered the issue before fueling and liftoff, which is exactly what ground testing is meant to do. The good news is our team and rocket are both fine. While we're disappointed by the delay, we're already working through a resolution and expect to be back on the pad soon." Unquote. The rocket has since been safely returned to the vehicle assembly building, and the team have begun to look into what could have caused the electrical fault. A replacement payload fairing from Gilmour's Gold Coast manufacturing facility will be transported to the Bowen launch site in the coming days. Gilmour said, "As always, safety is our highest priority. We'll take the time needed to identify and resolve the issue before resuming launch operations." Unquote. As a result, the current test campaign is on hold and the launch will be delayed by at least a few weeks. A new target launch window will be announced once confirmed. "This is all part of the journey," added Gilmour. Okay, on to our next story. Axiom 4 private astronaut mission delayed. Axiom Space, a commercial space station startup, has postponed its fourth private astronaut mission AX4 to the International Space Station. NASA frequently adjusts the ISS launch schedule to optimize spacecraft readiness, mission plans, and logistics, ensuring the orbiting laboratory delivers maximum value. AX4 is now set to launch on the 8th of June 2025 at 9:11 AM Eastern Daylight Time. Leading the mission is Commander Peggy Whitson, a former NASA astronaut, joined by crew members from India, Poland, and Hungary. The private astronauts will join the Expedition 73 crew aboard the ISS for about a week, conducting scientific research, outreach, and commercial activities. Okay, on to the next story. Rocket Lab Neutron. Rocket Lab is getting closer to its first launch of its medium lift vehicle called Neutron. It has already received contracts with commercial companies for the use of this vehicle. It now has a new contract with the US Air Force Research Laboratory for a rocket cargo mission that supports point-to-point cargo transportation. Moving cargo from one point on the Earth to another as quickly as possible is something the Air Force is very keen to do. That's what the rocket cargo program is about. They've already contracted with SpaceX for the use of Starship in Israel a few years ago. Now it's Rocket Lab's turn, with a launch planned for no earlier than 2026. The mission is for Rocket Lab's Neutron vehicle to demonstrate its capability to rapidly deliver cargo around the world. Rocket Lab hopes to open up new national security contracts with its larger vehicle, especially with Golden Dome, the anti-ballistic shield, in the future, which could be worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Rocket Lab founder and CEO Sir Peter Beck said, "Neutron is a powerful new launch option that will set a new standard for performance, affordability, and reliability for government and commercial space users in medium launch." This opportunity for the US Air Force not only helps to advance space logistics, it also demonstrates a high degree of confidence by the DoD in Neutron's capabilities. Anticipation is high for Neutron's inaugural flight this year, and we're excited to showcase Neutron as a platform for R&D for point-to-point logistics for the DoD. Unquote. The launch pad for Neutron at Wallops Island in Virginia is expected to be completed in a few weeks. First stage qualification of Neutron is progressing and is close to completion. Neutron should be the first real competitor for Falcon 9 in the medium launch market. It's capable of lifting 13 tons to orbit, less than Falcon 9's 22 tons, but most non-Starlink missions do not maximize mass. Okay, onto our final news story this week. Varda Space completes second return mission in 2 months. Varda Space has successfully completed its third Earth re-entry mission, marking its second return in just 2 months. The W-Series capsule, designed for manufacturing pharmaceuticals in space, orbited Earth 900 times and travelled over 24 million miles, landing softly at the Kaniba test range in South Australia. All Varda capsules rely on satellite buses built by Rocket Lab, which provides essential functions like star trackers, propulsion systems, reaction wheels, solar panels, flight software, radios, composite structures, tanks, and separation systems. Varda has ordered 4 of these Pioneer Series buses, but it's unclear whether the company will develop its own buses or order more from Rocket Lab after the 4th mission is complete. Beyond the International Space Station, Varda Space is the only platform for pharmaceutical manufacturing in space. Dave McFarland, Varda's Vice President of Hypersonic and Re-entry Test, celebrated the milestone, stating, "Varda's 3rd successful re-entry represents a new era in the commercialization of low Earth orbit. The rapid succession of our missions demonstrates that this is a capability both Varda and our partners can consistently rely on." Unquote. Okay, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Space News Live is on Saturday evening or Sunday morning, depending where you're watching from. I recap the videos I posted this week, answer questions, respond to comments and chat messages, cover any missed news, and preview upcoming content. I'd love for you to join if you can. Be sure to like and subscribe so you'll see our upcoming videos. We make videos every week covering the space industry, with an emphasis on the smaller space startups that aren't covered so well on other channels. See you soon.